Hello, hello. Can you hear me? Most importantly, let me know on Twitch and YouTube whether you can hear me, please. That would be very nice. Just sorting out the camera a little bit. Ta-da! Alright, okay, I think that's good. Okay, mic's on, camera's on, second camera's on. Okie dokie. Right, let me know if you can hear me, please. That would be good. Seems like I'm coming through, which is good to know. All good, lovely. Thank you for letting me know, much appreciated. And yes, hello. Thank you for joining. Thank you for coming along and spending some time with myself on this lovely Sunday afternoon, or evening, should I say, unless you're residing somewhere else. How are you doing anyway? You all good? Let me know in the chat how we're doing. Just shaking up some paint, getting ready to go. As the title suggests, we've got some Skorpekh Destroyers to paint up this evening. This is one of 3, so we shall see how we get on, of course. Still making sure everything's running perfectly fine, which is nice. Okie dokie. Let's grab a little paintbrush. Let's waste no time here. And jump straight into things, I think. See how we get on. What are you working on at the moment? If you're working on anything, that is. I'm not sure if you play the tabletop game or just collect it. Maybe you're into the lore. What are you working on at the minute, if anything? Aldazon, let me know. Just putting some paint down on the palette here and thinning it down. Because we don't want it to go on too thick now, do we? I'm just twisting my paintbrush as well. Yeah, let me know. Let me know what you're working on at the minute, if anything. Winifred, my man, I am very well, thank you. How are you doing this evening? Just getting ready to paint some Necrons, to be honest with you. It's probably going to need a couple of coats. Just looking at it now, painting over the black. But yeah, just having a nice Sunday chill. Painting some Necrons. It's been a while since we've done some painting on the channel, actually. I think the last time we done a live stream, it was a... well, it was actually assembling these bad boys, wasn't it? To be honest with you. Meal prepping lunches for next week. But I got some Space Marines. Yeah, I done my meal prep for next week for work earlier. Nothing exciting my end, unfortunately. But yeah, I got that all done a couple of hours ago. When you say Space Marines, anything... Have you painted them up in a certain chapter yet? Or are you yet to decide? That'd be good to know, because I'm also going to be getting some Space Marines at some point. Leaning on Ultramarines, because I come from playing the Space Marine 2 game. But I might change my mind once I've watched some lore videos on all the different legions and chapters and all that good stuff, you know? Starting off here with the legs. Using lead belcher. Trying to leave these little like mechanical connection parts black. Plan to dry brush those in a different colour. But yeah. Custom chapter bone white and orange. Cool. Nice. Have you got a name for them? If you're going for the old homebrew? Or is that yet to be decided? I have been tempted to do my own homebrew chapter, but I'm so new to Warhammer that I don't know yet, you know. I haven't had enough time to think about the colour scheme, the badge, if you want to call it that, or the logo that they would wear. Some people like to create a little backstory for them as well, don't they? I'm not sure I go that far. Not because I don't like the idea of it, it's just not sure I'd have the time. Be pretty cool though. I have seen some stories that people have put together about their homebrew. I am right in saying homebrew, right? Dun, 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 dun. Okay. Doing well. Seems like I will be the lone brother in chat for YouTube for now. Yeah, it's a bit. I was expecting a few more people. The last time we done this, it went absolutely mental, didn't it? So maybe people aren't quite ready yet. It was a bit later, I think we streamed. I think it was like 7:30, 8 o'clock before people started jumping on previously. So we shall see. Sunday can be a bit of a funny one for some people. I've been there myself. You know when you just want to just do nothing on a Sunday? You just want to sit on a sofa like a slob. Just watch rubbish TV. So I get it. I do get it. But for me, given how poxy busy I've been recently, starting a new job and doing other bits and bobs, if I can squeeze in some paint time, I will squeeze in some paint time. Just trying to get the back of this leg a second. Not so fussed if I hit the base, to be honest with you. I can clean the base up. I'm more concerned as to whether or not I hit the black parts that I don't want painted silver, you know? Oh, you're going to try and do some Space Marine stuff. I still haven't tried the Space Marine update. I do want to try it out at some point. Have you played any Tech Marine stuff on it yet? If so, what do you think? What's the verdict? No name yet. Focusing on fast attack units as a theme for now, though. So I've got bikes and jump packs. Oh, nice. Yeah, I do like the jump pack units. They're pretty cool. Being a naming the channel as Chaplain JC as well. I know there's a pretty cool looking jump pack Chaplain Marine that you can pick up. Whether or not I get one at some point, I don't know. But I know they're available. I will get a chaplain at some point, 100%. Is that of interest to you? Would you get a chaplain jump pack guy? You might already have one, in fact. Camera's not in focus very well tonight, is it? Don't know why. I might be too close. I got the bike chaplain, so close enough. Ah, there we are. That still counts. That still counts. Yeah, if you get a chance, I don't know if you use Discord. If you've got any of it assembled or whatever, you should chuck it up in the Discord. If you use Discord, that is. Be cool to see that stuff. Or if it's not finished yet and ready, when it is, maybe chuck it in the Discord then for us to see. Because anything like that, especially homebrew stuff, that's pretty cool. Yeah, this is pretty thin. I might have to put some more lead belcher in on this because it's not going on very well. Just putting some more paint in to the palette a sec because okay, let's try that. See how we get on with this slightly thicker. Yeah, that's a bit better. It's a little bit better. That was quite a fiddly little piece, that was. Tucking in under the legs. I think this is definitely going to need a second coat. That black's coming through quite a bit. I don't know if it's because the black's coming through so strongly or I thin the paints down too much. Or maybe it could be a mix of the two, potentially. We shall see. It is definitely dry and patchy though. It's very shiny. Ah, balls. I've just got some silver paint on the black bit that I didn't want. Ah, well. Played plenty of Tech Marine, love the class, but others and myself have noticed it's currently quite squishy. So the skill bar is higher than some of the other classes. Ah, so it's like a bit of a glass cannon type build then. I would still consider it good class, but it is on lower end looking at... Oh, okay. Could be quite brutal on higher difficulties. Maybe they need to do some balancing with it, potentially. I don't know. I don't claim to be a Space Marine too expert. I quite like the ball. Is it Bulwark? Quite like the Bulwark class. Good melee. Good. Good on defense. Especially for someone like me who hasn't played the game that much. It's pretty good for me. Dum 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 dum. Yeah, I think I'm on like the medium difficulty. I'm like the 3rd difficulty, I think it is. Okay, one more leg left to paint. Oh, well, it's going on well enough, I suppose. Definitely going to have to repaint some bits. That's fine. That is fine. I think it's mainly just the black bits I want to leave as like black, dark mechanical parts. So, oh, a bit too much paint on that there. Some of these bits are really fiddly to get to, aren't they? I don't know, mind. I quite like that, like, worn look, potentially. There's always going to be further updates for balancing, so it would be sorted. The new operation is great, but a glitch at the end can occur that makes it so you can't finish it and have to... Oh, that's annoying. Yeah, it sounds like they've got a few things they need to sort out. That's the same with most updates, though, as long as it doesn't break the game. Just using a rubbish brush for this, just to get the paint on, in case anyone's wondering. Just to get the paint on for now. Okay, so far so good. So far so good. Alright, now the rib cage. Or what is perceived to be the rib cage. I think it might be this primer that I've used. The paint isn't settling very well on it. Well, it's either that or I've thinned down my paint way too much. Okay, getting the paint on. Not sure worried about those gaps a sec, because if I put some Nuln oil on this bad boy at some point, all those gaps, all those recesses should fill with the Nuln oil. Okay. 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 That's not bad. I don't think I've really hit any of the things I shouldn't have, which is good. Lead belcher and Nuln oil is always a good combination. Oh, awesome. That's good to know. Yeah, because I think I've only put Nuln oil on maybe like... Well, I've only painted one Necron before this, so... that's good to know. That is good to know. Now to paint his little face. I know it might look like I'm slapping this on, which I am a little bit. Let me take some of that paint off my brush, actually. There we go, that's better. I can move it round. I'm going to try something different on the second destroyer from a paint application point of view, because I can't quite tell if I thinned this paint down too much or whether or not it's the epoxy what's the name of it now, primer that I've used. Can't quite tell. Silver's coming along nicely. Do you plan on getting all the details or do more of a general paint until more is done? Well, I'm hoping to do a bit more of like a production line type thing where I paint this one silver, then I'll paint the next one silver, then the next one silver, and then I'm hoping that that by the time I've done that, the first one's going to be dry enough for me to, well, do the next bit, I suppose. Hopefully. But we shall see how I get on. We shall see how it goes. That's the plan, at least, anyway. Starting to think I might need glasses or one of those magnifiers, mind. Struggling to see some of the parts. Oh, I keep forgetting that I need to put my in line with the camera. Yeah, these little ball. I was going to say decorations. Then they're not. They're clearly not decorations. Which I'm going to eventually paint green. I don't mind if I get a bit of silver on them because I'm going to paint them white first anyway. Yeah, the little details, yes, I'm going to try if I can. That would be the plan. So hopefully it's not just silver tonight. I'm hoping to do more than just silver. So after this, I'll probably paint the blades white. And then hopefully after that it will be dry enough for me to maybe go back and apply a second silver coat. And then after that, I'm going to put some, is it Rakeland on them. But we'll see how far we get. Because this isn't taking that long, actually. So it's only taken me, what, 20 minutes? Which for me is pretty good, to be honest with you. There we are. That's the first silvery bits done, I think. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with that inner body part yet. Let me just have a quick reference point of the old picture that I've got. Necron Destroyer. Nope. Skorpekh. There we go. I can't remember if the body, if the inner body. Let's have a look. Okay. Okay. Silver. They're black with some dry brushing. Right, okay, cool. Cool. Right. So we just need to put a bit more silver on. Let's mix all this paint background again because it's going a little bit watery. Just the little bits like that. There we are. Nice. I don't think there were many other. Dan. I'm going to say that's Dan in the chat. Judging by the name, I think I recognise the spelling. How are you doing, bro? Okay, so we've got a couple more silver parts left to do. And then we're good. We can move on. Just trying to get my brush into a nice tip here. Just a little bit, not much. Just to break things up. There we go. And then round on the other side. And then the tops. Nice. Getting there. Progress. Slow progress. Lovely. And now, are the ends the same? No, they stay black, which is fine. Okay, so those tips there, they are silver. Lovely. Getting there slowly. Sorry for the prolonged silence. As you can tell, these little details, well, I say they're not little details, but the littler parts to paint. I'm I'm focusing on them quite a bit. Dun, 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 dun. Haha. Is testing my focus, let me tell you. Okay, yeah, I'm happy with that. Right. I think that's pretty good, you know. Yeah, I'm happy with that. So I think the next thing to do is rinse this off. Give this a nice rinse in. Dry that puppy off. Yes, lovely jubbly. Yeah, I thought it looked good as well. It does look pretty cool so far. There's still a lot to do. Details wise, obviously I haven't really applied any. But yeah. It's got the details on there that I need for now. So yeah, it's not bad. So what I'm going to do next is some Corax White. Just giving that a little shaky. And I'm going to paint the blades white so that I can put the Striking Scorpion green on after it's dry. And we'll go from there, see what happens. Just a little bit of water, not much. I'm not going to water it down as much this time. Because... oh, there we are. That's going on way better. I think I might have thinned it down too much before. Potentially. Not definitely. But potentially. Trying to make sure I don't go over that black bit there. Lovely. And then cut in nicely there, like so. Lovely. This is probably going to need a second coat, to be honest with you. It's going on way better than the silver is, but you can still see quite a lot of black coming through, which is fine. This is what happens quite a bit from what I understand when you prime black, especially when using lighter colours. And I am going to make mistakes because I am new to all this. So there is a few that I've made already that I can see straight away. And I'm going to need to go back over it with some black, but that's just a little bit of black. I got a couple of different black paints that I can use to fix those issues. Shouldn't be a problem. Lovely. Lovely. Nice, nice, nice. Right, let's move on to the other blade now. White on black can be pretty tough, so 2 coats sounds good. Oh, there we are. Lovely. I'm glad you agree. Because that's exactly what I thought looking at it. I don't know if you can see... Let's see if I can try and get it on the camera nice and focused. But you can probably see some of the black still coming through quite a bit. Which is fine. You know, that's what happens when you paint white on black, like you said. It's quite common, isn't it? So I'm glad I'm not the only one who said that. Thank you for telling me, man. I appreciate it, bro. And now we go into the second blade. Try and paint as close to those edges as possible to start with. And then I can try and focus a bit more. So I don't have to do too many tidy ups, you know. See, this stuff like this, when I'm trying to look at these little tiny details as much as I am, it's when I think I need glasses. Lovely. Maybe not glasses, but maybe it's you know, one of those like magnifiers that people use. I can see why people use them. Levels of concentration are insane. Oh my god. Ah, Jesus. That was tough. I'm not out of the woods yet because I've got to do this under bit now. Which is just as tough and fiddly. Oh, I'm trying to get it on camera. Sorry. There we go. I can't wait to do a second coat on that. Oh man. Right. This white seems to have dried really quick. Look at that. That's gone on lovely. That's really good. Again, was I applying it way too thinly? Or is it because the first coat was so thin, it's dried so quickly, and now the second coat has got something better to grip onto? So I'm pretty sure that this primer that I used is naff. Mm. I wonder if the same happens with the silver. Yeah, I thought that as well. It did look a bit shiny and glossy, didn't it? Yeah, I've actually got... let me just clean my brush quickly. What's quite annoying is I've used Vallejo and Citadel spray cans for some of the other stuff I've done. I've got I think it's a Lead Belcher Citadel spray can, which I used to paint Necrosaur. But I wanted to try black, and I didn't buy black because I had some blacks in the loft from when I did some decorating, and it said matte black, but it is quite, as you say, quite shiny, isn't it, and glossy. So I was thinking about maybe doing a like a dry brush first, perhaps, but then my dry brushing isn't that great, and then I wouldn't be able to get the silver dry brush into like there properly and stuff. So it's a bit tough. It is a bit tough, but we are going to have a look now at the lead belcher we put on earlier to see if we can apply a second coat, and hopefully, sorry about all the, yeah, hopefully it can go on a bit better the second time of asking. It's created a good effect, I think. To be honest, I think I quite like the fact that there's a bit of dark coming through. I'm just adding a bit more paint to the palette a sec, because I've got a feeling that it's a combination of me thinning the paint too much and what we said about the primer being a bit glossy, isn't it? Okay. Definitely seems better. Okay, so now we've got some good application, finally. See, it's all part of learning this, isn't it? Using stupid primers, cheap ones. Lesson learnt. Yeah, the bottom halves of those legs now look way, way, way better. More solid colour, which I know isn't always important, but especially as we're going to be adding some other stuff in. But no, it's nice. It's giving us a good base. I don't want too much of the other colour coming through. See, look at that, way better. Oh, lovely. Yeah, this is making a hell of a difference. Lovely. Yeah, I don't mind leaving some of it with the black shady parts on because it gives it that depth and but we are going to get that depth from the Reikland? I don't know how to bloody say it. Coverage is good now, as I keep saying every time I go to a bit that was a little bit shady from before. It's getting covered up nice. Lovely. Okay. Oh yeah, baby. Now we're cooking. The tongue's out and everything. Yep. This second coat is going on a dream. I like it a lot. I'm not sure if I'm going to use that primer again. Michael Starr, no worries for being late, bro. No such thing. Absolutely no such thing, man. I'm glad you could join us. Well, I got to go to the... Thank you, Winifred, bro. Thank you for dropping by. Just realised spelling errors in that message. I'm a bit sleepy. Oh, nice. All good, bro. Thanks for just stopping by, as I said, and chilling with us. It's much appreciated, and hopefully you can catch up on some of that sleep. Yeah, being sleep deprived sucks. Bum, 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 bum. Anyway, how have you been, Michael? And what have you been up to, my friend? All good, I hope. I know the feeling, my friend. I got two myself. They're much older now, so the being sleep deprived part for me was a long time ago. But yeah, I've been there. I know the. I don't miss those days. Let's put it that way. And I don't envy anyone that's going through it either. So it is not fun, to say the least. You guys working on anything at the moment as well? Any projects? Any armies? Any individual models maybe? Doesn't have to be Warhammer. Could be anything. Any of the any war game stuff really. There's so much of it nowadays. Just got back from taking the boy bowling for the first time. Oh, nice. How did he find it? Had a blast. They're off to their grandparents now, so I might be able to get a bit done on my bench too. Oh, awesome. What are you working on, Michael? What are you, if you do jump on the bench, what are you working on? Oh, the Blurium. Working on the salamanders. You should get some pictures over in the Discord of what you guys are working on. It's always nice to see what people are working on and how their projects are going and stuff. Maybe you could give someone a bit of inspiration as well. I know I need it from time to time, being as new as I am to this. So, but yeah, how are you getting on with your projects? What specifically are you working on with the salamanders, for example? At the moment, anyway, just the combat patrol. Oh, cool. That should keep you busy. The combat patrols have normally got quite a few units in them, haven't they? So. Lovely, lovely. Just need to do the tips of these again. Get a bit more silver on there, so it's nice and shiny. Lovely. Oh, cool. Yeah, I hope you guys get some of your projects done, though, because I know sometimes finding the time to do these things can be so difficult. I know, I wish I had more time to do it. Shark Rider for my underwater elves. Forgot their proper name. Oh, cool. I wouldn't know what their name is because, like I said, I'm new to all this. I'm still learning everything, but they sound cool though. They do sound pretty cool. Okay. I think. Oh, too much. I said this before, you can tell when I'm concentrating because I go completely quiet, tongue out. Which is always the way. I'm sure there are other people that do the same. Okay. I think for now, lead belcher wise, we're probably done, to be honest with you, which is quite nice. I can't think of anything else. I need to do. There we go. There's that in there. Maybe a little bit there. And maybe a tad along there. Uh-huh. I think that's good. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Dun, 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 dun. Right. I think we might be ready for some more white on those blades. I don't know if they're... Get some of this water off of the old brush. Lovely. Nice and dry now. Alright, let's just get some more white on these. Getting a bit more paint from the pot because it's going on quite thin. Lovely. I like that. Lovely jubbly. That is going on perfectly now. I think there's going to be a nice glow on these. Lovely. What's that say? When that pot dies, inevitably Citadel will white. Yep. Switch over to Pro Acryl for white. Much better product overall. I think I heard about this actually. I think I watched a video on is it Rogue Hobbies? I don't know if anyone's heard of her channel. It's supposed to be like the whitest white or something. I wish I'd have known it beforehand. I really do, because like you say, it's a much better product, isn't it? And well, I wouldn't be putting on what is now a third coat, annoyingly. You like Citadel paints, but their yellows and whites are bad. Oh, really? Oh, see, I don't know this stuff. I'm learning this as I go, you know? I don't have any yellow, but it's good to know. What would you recommend for yellow instead of Citadel? Can't think of anything yellow that I need, to be honest with you, but I know obviously at some stage I will need something that's going to be painted yellow, so it's good to know for then, isn't it? Oops. Thank God I got that. It would have been a pain in the butt to repaint that. Finally got there with the white, but yeah, it's definitely a pain in the backside, isn't it, having to do so many coats. I think that's as white as they're going to get, so I can't complain. Army painter and inks mostly for yellow. It's kind of notoriously nightmare colour in general. Oh, I didn't realise. I'm trying to think if there's anything that I have or want that requires yellow. I can't think of anything Necron wise. I know I've got the Titus box set, which I haven't even assembled, to be honest with you. Do I have anything that's yellow or want anything that has yellow? Can't think of anything, but that's not to say that something won't come up. With Necrons, I can only think of slight yellow dry brush or highlight over the green. Okay, that's good to know. And where would you dry brush or highlight with the yellow? Because I want to get better at dry brushing. It's not something I've only done it once. I obviously want to get better at it and make sure that my models look good, you know? Ah, the blades and highlights. Okay. If I don't have yellow, what would you recommend I use to dry brush instead? I've got Corax White, Rathbone, Leadbelcher. You know, any suggestions on what because I've got probably like 10 paints. Oh, I say 10 paints, probably got like 7 or 8 paints, and the rest of them are shades. I couldn't think of the name of them then. I had to look at the bottle. Yeah, because once I put once I put this on the Leadbelcher parts, I could do a dry brush on the metal parts and the black parts with Leadbelcher, potentially. I don't know what's best. Regarding white and yellow Citadel paints, or any of their paints, you want to stop using water and use medium. It changed absolutely everything for me. I'll never use water again. I've seen lots of I've watched lots of like painting videos and tutorial videos, and they use the medium that you refer to. So that could be something I end up picking up. Dry brushing where you are now would be best suited bringing up your gunmetal. So maybe a silver or steel dry brush. Okay. Would you do the dry brush before or after the Reekland flesh shade? Just a green contrast paint is pretty vibrant. Yeah, I'm gonna put that on the blades. I am on the old blades. Lyman medium is what they use to cut pigments to different levels. Okay, I'll have to give it a go then. Get some medium for these. I just used water because it was what I saw on videos as a cheap alternative. Heavy dry brushing before, light after shading. Okay. And maybe a silver or a steel. So the only silver that I've got is Leadbelcher. So would dry brushing with Leadbelcher be a good idea? Do you think? Maybe? before and after, or not so much? That'd be good to know. Okay. The question is it dry enough? Feels dry. Feels pretty dry. 2 ticks, let me do an experiment. I appreciate it, man. I just painted the shoulders of some Black Templars with Corex White with 2 tiny drops of Lyman, and it was absolutely flawless without effort. Box art quality. Oh, is it really that good? Sounds like I need to pick me some up, to be honest with you. I thought I'd finished with the silver, but then I just seen a little something on the arm that annoyed me. What white have you got? So I have got Corax White, and then if you want to call it white, I've got Wrathbone as well in the other room. And they're the only other colours that I've got are like purple, blue, Balthazar gold, but I'm pretty sure they're not going to be relevant. Obviously, at some point, I want to get more paints. Yo, Matt, bro, how we doing? Thanks for stopping by. Hope you're doing well, my friend. So yeah. I tell you what. Whilst we wait about the dry, the reclin shit, should we try and do the blades? Yeah, let's do the blades. Let's do the blades. Let's do the blades. Let's see how this goes on. Okay, you can add that white to your lead belcher and it will bring the brightness up. I just did a 2-1 ledge belt. Okay. And it made it closer to Iron Breaker. Interesting. That's a great idea. I'm stealing it. Awesome. I see you're also using the water over the paper. Yes. Again, I watched a tutorial video about basically not to waste your money on a wet palette until later. Get the super small 1mm measurement syringes, 1 dollop of paint from brush, 2 dollops of lime, syringe mixed together, apply it as you like. Contrast medium is amazing too. I'll have to look into this because I'm pretty sure I'd seen some stuff, but because I saw people were saying that basically you could just get away with using water, I was like, oh, okay, I'll just use water. I didn't realise the difference it would make, to be honest with you. Right. Also, I use water 95% of the time. Medium is nice, but not totally necessary. Fair? Fair. Alright, that's one blade painted for now. Let me move on to the other one. And then we'll dry brush. So, Michael, are you suggesting that I dry brush before I put the Rakeland flesh shade on, are you? Because expertise right now would be much appreciated. Sorry, I keep forgetting I'm not painting under the epoxy camera. Okay. Yes, sir. And after. Okay. Okay, well, that's the next job then. Let's have a little look. Grab a damp paper towel. Don't know why every video skips that part. Dip your dry brush in water, just barely, and wipe off the excess moisture onto the wet paper towel. That'll give you perfect level. And then I'll put the paint on after doing that. Oh, Matt, you're getting some tactical squad guys, is it? Blood Angels. Nice. I need to grab myself a paper towel quickly. Paper towel, paper towel. Right, excuse my pajama bottoms, and I will go and get a paper towel. 2 secs. Righty then. Yeah, you can all laugh at me funny shorts. Blurium, thanks for stopping by, my friend. No worries. Appreciate people have got other bits and bobs to do. Right, so I've got my slightly damp paper towel. Big question next, though, is which brush? These are the 2 brushes I've got. The slightly bigger one or the slightly smaller one? Brush just the tips on your hand until it stops leaving paint. Then when you hit the model with a bit of pressure, it should pull out nice details. Okay. Right will give you more control, but left still be easier to use. Thanks for stopping by, Aldazon. Really do appreciate it, my friend. I'm glad you've enjoyed the content on YouTube as well. I'll keep it coming, don't you worry. I'll keep it coming. Should we take the plunge and use the smaller one? So we wet the brush and dry off the moisture. Yeah? Okay. And then I need to mix 2 parts lead belcher, 1 part. Okay. I've never done this before. I feel like I'm super nervous. Okay. And then we're going to mix it all together nicely. Okay. Oh yeah, it's definitely a different colour, isn't it? I like that. It's nice. Okay. Thomas, my friend, how we doing? Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, it's nice for you to catch another stream for sure. Yeah, Necron's going good. So I don't know if you saw the last stream. We put these guys together. And this is the first one now that I'm painting. And Michael in the chat has kindly talked me through how to dry brush properly because I've not done it before. So this is me attempting to dry brush properly. So see how it goes. You can practice on a scrap. But if sprue first, make... Okay, right. So let's get some paint on the... So I've got some paint on. So dry it all off, yeah? That looks pretty good, right? Right, still some coming off. Would you say it's good? I think that's good, right? Ah. Oh, I like that. Oh, lovely. Yeah, I can see, like, I don't know if you can see it on the camera. It's probably too fine a detail, but like that ridge there, and on the inside here, and on these black bits, it looks good. Yeah, because on the art that I've seen, all of these were like nicely. You can't see it, but I'm grinning like an idiot. Looks great. Oh man. Well, if it makes you feel any better, I can see it and I can see the difference. So, and I appreciate it. I really, really do. Trust me, because when I tried to do dry brushing the first time, I was just like, "Am I doing this right?" And it didn't do what it's doing now. Let me tell you. It's good. It's nice. I like it. This makes massive difference, doesn't it? Like huge difference. Like massive, man. You got that nice chalky dry brush the first time, didn't you? Yeah, man. I'm super chuffed with this. Like super chuffed. It's a good thing I got that face cam in it, so you can see how chuffed I look. It's so good. I'm so happy, mate. Oh man. That makes massive difference, man. Huge. When you do it again after the shade dries, use about half the pressure you're using now. Right. Okay. Yes. Cool. Matt, yes. It's no. it's not lead belcher. So Michael suggested doing 2 parts lead belcher with 1 part Corax white. And to just show you the difference, I'm going to try and get my wet palette on screen now. I don't know if you can see it. So that's lead belcher, and that's the mix that Michael suggested. So it's lighter, and it's made a good difference, to be honest with you. I really like it. Really, 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 really like it. Doing this and the dipping in the water made a massive difference, I'm assuming, because last time it didn't come out like this at all. Which is awesome. Absolutely awesome. I think I just need to do a little bit more in there. On the weapon. Oh yeah. So glad I streamed to do this tonight now. Right, okay, next step then, because that is dry, is to get the old oh my god, I can't think of my words. Can't get my words out. Get the flesh Rakeland. Do you know what? I say that every time, don't I? I say both. And I have no idea what I'm talking about. Making sure these lids are on. I've seen too many pictures and videos online of people not putting these lids on and then shaking their paints and it being everywhere. I'm not going to be one of those guys. Okay, wait. Okay. Get way too ahead of myself, aren't I? Okay, what? Wait, as in wait for it to dry, or wait, I need to do something else first, or like what's the situation, or the suggestion, should I say, more so? You're trying to just shade the recesses or change the overall hue. Right, okay, so I was told to put this on the lead belcher, that's basically the silver parts, and then put non-oil on the black parts to essentially give it more depth. That's what that's what I would say, or what I've been told. No one's told me. I've basically just watched some tutorial videos, and that's what I've seen other people do. So I'm just kind of following what other people have said. Whether that's right or wrong, though, I don't know. I'm not gonna sit here and try and make out that I know the inner workings of how art works and how these things do those things to help it flow. Okay, cool. Right, so putting putting this on the silver parts now is cool. Yeah, is that the right thing to do? Are we good? I'm hoping so. This really, when I said, like, when I put the words total beginner in the title, like, it wasn't clickbait. It really it really wasn't clickbait. Prep that other brush as if for dry brushing but no paint. As in the big one. The big boy, yeah? Prep it as in like wet it up and stuff, yeah? Alright. Right, that's all wet up nice. Oh, it's nice and moist. Okay. And then we put the flesh shade on, yeah? Right. Hit the whole model with that dump brush. Hit the whole model with that damp brush lightly. Lightly wipe the raised surfaces with your dry finger. Okay. Oh, okay. That's really good tip, actually. So should I now put the reclan flesh shade on? Because if that's going to help pull things towards the recesses, that's awesome. That's a good tip. I didn't know that. That's awesome. Let's go. I feel like I'm getting a live painting tutorial this evening, which is quite nice. Okay. That's leg number 1 done. Let's get on to the second one. Yeah, it's going into those recesses really nice, actually. I don't know if you guys can see that on the leg. I'm trying to make sure that it's... Yeah, there we are. But that's going in really nice. Like, really nice. Okay. I'm glad you came along now tonight, Mike. Because this has been good. I wouldn't have done half the stuff that I've done, to be honest with you. So, it is much appreciated. You've massively helped me out, though. Like, massively. Dun, dun, dun. I'm not sure if the chat's gone quiet because everyone's waiting in anticipation to see what it ends up looking like. It's been quite busy up until now. And now it's gone quiet. I don't know if everyone's just waiting to see the end result or not. Which is quite funny. Okay. Oh no, I'm glad I'm glad you have come along to talk shop, because like I said, this has been, for me, like I wouldn't have done half the stuff that I've done. So I really do appreciate it, like really do. Because this is looking cool as AF, as they say. And now as well, this things that you've told me, I'll definitely remember now as well for when I do another paint, you know, which is good. Again, massively appreciate it. Oh yeah, this is looking nice. Oh, that's a bit too much there. This guy's looking cool, man. Oh yeah. Okay, now we do some on the old face as well. Oh, it's a bit too much. Nice. Nice. Right. So wait until that dries, then hit it with another dry brush, and that's when it starts to pop. Okay. And being the noob that I am, I've just realised that I didn't do the green eyes or the green little dots on his legs and arms. I'm assuming I can go back and do those. Hopefully. That's what being a total beginner is all about. Not a big deal at all. Is it something I can go back and do, or is it better not to? What do you think? Where's the Nuln? Nuln. Where is the Nuln? Hit them with white and then green from there. Alright, cool. So do the dry brush first and then do the white and the green, or do the white and the green first? Do it after. Okay, cool. Lovely jubbly. Hopefully it won't take too long to dry. Give it a bit of extra time than you'd think to dry because we added moisture. You don't want to reactivate the wash and pull it up from the dry brush. Okay, cool. That would make sense, yeah. Mm-mm. 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 Oh no. I just realised another Dynasty Awakens. It certainly does. It certainly does. Haha, I got that off. What a coincidence. I'm literally starting with the same combat patrol. Oh, nice, Kajan. Which one? Are you literally starting the Skorpekh Destroyers as well, or are you going to give one of the other units a bash first instead, do you think? Which one are you planning on tackling? Oh yeah, we were just finishing off the Null Noil, weren't we? Mm-mm-mm. I think recess-wise, we're good. Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm liking how this is looking, guys, man. Started the Warriors first. I'm halfway there. Yeah, it can take their time. How many do you get in there? Is it like, I can't remember how many you get now, but it's quite a few, isn't there, that you get? You should post your pictures of your work in progress in the Discord. Lots of really nice people in there offering advice and help. So 10, yeah, I knew it was something like that. I've only got 3 of these dudes to paint, so I haven't quite come across the whole repetitiveness of having to paint the same unit over and over again. But I'm no doubtably going to get there. How are you finding that side of things? All right. I think we're pretty good, you know. I think we're pretty good. Let's give this old brush a wash. Laughs in 100 clan rats. Oh dear. It's all right. I've got this kind of production line going. Yeah, to be fair, I keep telling myself I'm going to do the same thing and do the production line thing because it seems like the most sensible thing to do, right? Do the silver at the same time, do the white at the same time, so on and so forth. But then I get so dragged into what I'm doing, I forget. Because what I should have done, realistically, is I should have done this guy at the same time. And then I should have also done that guy at the same time as well. But no. Silly old me. It keeps you sane. I'll get there one day. Don't you worry. Yeah, post the first one. That would be cool. That would be really cool. This is just the guy that I've got at the moment that I've done. Definitely the best mini that I've done to date. Easily. So I'm just trying to make sure the camera's in focus. Yeah, quite like the look of him. Pretty cool, man. My advice is do one template model to completion, then set up the production line. That makes sense. I suppose that's to also make sure that what you're doing is correct and to your liking as well. But yeah, I quite like this dude. I cannot complain. So apart from doing a little dot there, one on the arm there, so I've got what, 4 dots of green to do with white first, and then it's an dry brushing, and then I think this guy is done, to be honest with you. I think we're good to go then. Oh, legend. Let me have a quick look whilst I wait for this bad boy to dry, and then maybe I'll Oh baby, we got some good pictures. The Wizard of Gwendolen, I want to say. Oh, that shark looks pretty cool. Nice. As promised, first one. He looks good, man. He looks really good. I'm just zooming in on him now. Did you use Lead Belcher followed by Flesh Shade, or did you go for the a more bronze first? Oh, I forgot the name of the thing now. What's the name of the thing? Oh, what's it called? There's like a bronze paint, isn't there? Like a coppery bronze paint. I know those are the two methods that I've seen to either go Lead Belcher followed by Flesh Shade, or go with that bronze. That's the one. That's the one. Castellax bronze. Yeah. I knew I wasn't making it up. I knew I wasn't making it up at all. So, right. on that note, we'll leave this little guy dry off. I assume is probably the best thing to do. And then we can do the dry brushing later, I suppose. Given it's a darker look, yeah. Exactly that. Right, we'll put that guy there. And then we'll get started on the next one, shall we? Question is, which one do we go for? Do we go for the double blade or the single blade? I think we've done a double blade, so we'll go for a single blade guy next. Yeah. Yeah, I'd give it like 2 more minutes. Oh, 2 more minutes. Oh, in that case, we'll wait 2 more minutes then, instead of starting on another guy. See if we can get one whole model finished before I jump off. That would be very nice. I'm even blowing it now to try and get it to dry faster. Oh, God. What am I like? I think we've still got some pictures coming in as well on the Discord, which is nice. Ah, okay. Just some general chit chat, which is fine. Fine. So with the next dry brush, we're going to use the big brush, yeah? Or should we use the small brush again? And then we're going to go for the same technique where we dip it in water first, clear all the paint off of it practically, but this time less pressure. I've got a feeling it's the smaller brush we need. I'm going to start prepping that now. Small brush again, yeah. Cool. Moisture off. Or mostly off. There we go. You tell me when you think it's time to go. I'm going to turn this inside out now as well so that I've got some more space to get that paint off before we start going. The Discord seems to be pretty busy this evening. It's dinging, which is nice. I just seen the comment in the live chat to see if you can copy and paste from the live stream so you don't have to retype it, which is funny. Okay. Keeping it moist. Right. Right. That's what she said. Save me some typing, go over what I told you. Okay, cool. So, first things first, I mixed lead belcher, 2 parts lead belcher, with 1 part Corax white, which gave us this lighter shade. And then I have used this brush, I've dipped it in my water and dried the majority of the moisture off on a paper towel, as you can see here. And now what I'm doing is taking off the majority, if not nearly all, of the paint on the paper towel here, like so. And then once it's practically done, using my hand, There we go. There's practically no paint. So now what I'm going to do is lightly apply some pressure, very, very lightly. Much lighter and slower than before. And it's going to give us a nice look. It's going to leave that shade in a nice place. I can already see the difference it's making, which is really good. It's just taking the edge off that Reeklin flesh shade, isn't it? Which is really nice. There we go. I think that looks pretty good. That. Making sure that it's in a nice place so you guys can see properly. Cool. Look at that. Ha, quite like that. Proper chuffed. It's really good. Ah, right. Okay, so top down brushing, like as in like this. Like that. I was like this. So like that. That looks awesome. Oh, I wouldn't have been able to do it with your help, to be honest with you. I am super chuffed. Like super duper chuffed with that. I think the only thing left we need to do now is just those little balls, which we can get out of the way, and then we're done. But yeah, no, I really do appreciate your help this evening, because whether it would have looked as good as it does now is questionable at best. So let's get some. Oh god, this needs shaking. By the way, I tried the Necron compound paint from Citadel. It's pretty dope too. What's the Necron compound paint? Can't say I've heard of that. Is it a colour or a type of material, or? Just need a little teeny weeny bit. And the white one. Reactivate what we've got here. And very carefully. It's a dry paint. I've not heard of it. I'll have to check it out after I'm done. Okay, that's the first one done. Second one. Oh, this bloody tip. I need to get some good brushes. That's a question for you, Michael. Brushes. I've got a starter brush that came with my introductory set and a layer brush, which is super duper small. I think they might be synthetic. If you have any recommendations on paintbrushes to get, please let me know. I would love a good paintbrush with a good tip. Really would. Dry paints are nice the very first time you use them, but otherwise, better off saving the extra money. Okay, that's good to know. Because this hobby is expensive, so if I can save money and put it into something else, like a good epoxy paintbrush. Ooh, level of concentration there is a bit mad, isn't it? I think that one's good. That one's good. Okay, cool. Right. I just seen your. Depends on your philosophy. Yeah, it's a poor tradesman who blames his tools. I buy cheap brushes from Hobby Lobby, so I don't feel bad trashing them. Oh, okay, fair enough. However, brushes like Artus Opus offer amazing control and longevity if you take care of them. Oh god, I've got some spammers on Twitch, which is good. There we go. Sorry, just had to get rid of someone. Yeah, it's the taking care part for me. Not that I don't want to take care of my brushes. I don't know how to. I did see this like soap stuff that people use, which look pretty cool. I don't want loads of brushes. Just like maybe like a regular brush for like, like when I put like the silver on and the white on and stuff like that. And then maybe like a bit more of a better brush for like details, maybe. I don't know if I was going to do some like edge highlighting or something, or if I wanted to do some like detail somewhere. But I don't know. I'll post the condition of my current go-to brush on Discord, and you'll see it's really more about how you use it. Oh, there. See, these are the things that I need to learn, you know, because at the moment I have no idea. You see a video on YouTube of someone using like a 15, £20 brush, and you just think, I need to have one of those eventually. That's fine. Yeah, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Yeah. And is that like a synthetic brush, is it? Or subbed? I'll keep you all updated on my process as well. Your Necrons look great, mate. Yeah, let's build it together. That's what this channel's all about. That's exactly what this channel's all about. New guys coming together, going on the journey together. But to complement that, I want veterans to come along, just like tonight, like Michael has done, and offer their advice and help. You know, it's helped me massively. You know, we've had a few other people that are new to the hobby that have been asking questions about that as well. Like, for example, Michael's suggestion on what to do with the paint mixtures. And, you know, it's helped someone else as well. So it's good to have new people, newbies, as they call them, and veterans. And we can all do stuff together. Oh, it is synthetic. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, because there's shop in the UK called Hobbycraft, and they sell like you can get a pack of like 5 to 10 synthetic brushes for like 10-15 quid. All sizes and stuff as well, which is quite good to know. Which is very good. Do you see like all these YouTubers and stuff, like, not to say that they're, you know, trying to earn money or anything, but you see all these YouTubers bang on about getting these amazing brushes and whatever else, and you just think that, right, okay, when I first start out, I don't need to have an amazing brush, but at some stage you do. That's how it's made out. So it's good to know that you don't have to have an amazing brush. I think it comes down to what you said. It just comes down to the person using it sometimes, doesn't it? If you're not going to look after your brushes, then it's going to happen. If you're not doing vehicles, you can 99% of what you want with a 2, a 0 round, and a free spar. I know that they're brush sizes. I know that much. The rest, I'm not so sure. I'm not sure what a round and a spotter is, but I'm assuming they're different tips, is it? Because I know you've got a hooked tip. Or you can get hooked tips even. Right. The shape of the bristles, yeah. I only kind of, like, I don't know the difference or why they do it or whether it's good or not. I've watched a whole bunch of videos about some of it. So I've just kind of like heard these phrases thrown out there. I don't know what they mean though. So Right, the big question is, do I do anything else with this model? Is there any... I've never done edge highlighting before, so I wouldn't know where to start. Or do I do anything else with this bad boy? Personally, I think he looks pretty good. And I am like... Excuse me. I am over the moon with how this has turned out. Like, massively over the moon. Oh, I've just realised I haven't done his eyes. However, I'm going to get my teeny tiny brush out for that, because his eyes are tiny. Look at this little bad boy. Look at that. It matters a lot more in scales larger than what we work with. Okay, so we would prefer to have rounds, spotters, and liners. Okay. That's good to know. And as far as I know as well, we don't want hooked either. Not hooked tips, because... The level of concentration there was mental to do those eyes. Edge highlighting is totally optional. It will give you more stylized and less realistic look. So it's about what you want. Do you know what? That's a good question, because I actually don't know what I want. I've seen some people go down the route of using just contrast paints, so there's no dry brushing or edge highlighting. I've seen some people do no dry brushing or no edge highlighting. It's hard to say, because I don't know what style I want to go for, you know. I think eventually I want to get like super detailed with it if I can. Keeping that tip nice. Look at that. Oh no, I'm going to need to go underneath it, and I should probably use this brush more, to be honest with you. Hook tips are bad. It's a sign of a drying brush. I use them all the time and take advantage of that hook. Okay. There's no required level of technique used. Ah, song is only as long as it... I see. Now that makes sense. I like that. That's a good one, that is. That's a good way of putting it. Right, quick sip of the old juice. I don't think I've had a drink since I've been on stream. Jesus. That's better. There we are. Perfect. Right. Okay, so what to do next? I think I just got to do the eyes. And I think we're done. Lovely. That is one Skorpekh Destroyer. Am I happy with how it looks? I am absolutely ecstatic with how it looks. I honestly don't think it would have looked as good as it did, like anywhere near as good as it does, had you not have helped. If I would have done dry brushing, I did dry brushing previously, and it didn't look anywhere near as good as that. Like nowhere near as good as that. I think what's really helped tonight is, like the little things that you don't think about. For example, when I dry brushed before, I didn't wet my brush beforehand. I just literally picked the brush up, dipped it in there, brushed it on some paper towel. I didn't brush it on the back of my hand. I brushed it on the back of my towel, and I think it applied too much paint. So those little things like that. And the other one that I really liked as well was when you told me to, what's it called now? When you told me to basically just use a wet brush on him to let the shades go into the recesses better, and to dry brush both before and after applying the shades, which I really liked. Let me just get this guy into picture now. Like, I am super happy with this guy. Super, super, super happy. Super happy. Pre-wash, that's the word. Couldn't get my words out. Or not get my words out, get the right word out even. Matt, thanks for popping back in. Prepped some dinner. I hope you're no longer hungry. Bruce, how we doing, my friend? I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing good. Yeah, I think he looks really cool as well. I really do. There's one tiny little guy. So I cannot complain. And like I said, I don't think he would have looked as good as he does had you not have shared your wisdom. Painting Necrons are like painting skeletons. Lots of shading, lots of dry brushing. Looks great. Oh, thanks, Bruce, mate. I really do appreciate it. I've had some words of wisdom. I had a bit of a coaching session with Michael in the chat. He's really helped me out. So this is what it's all about, right? Some shading in the green, maybe. Okay, and what would be the oh, I can't get my words out tonight. I do apologize. What would be the method? Like, what would you suggest? The recess parts. Right, okay. What would be best used for the recess parts, do you think? Like, is there a particular color, paint shade? What would be like what would be a good one? Dark green, black mixed thinned. Dark green / black mixed thinned. Right, okay. Okay. I don't have a dark green, annoyingly. I've only got this contrast paint. Striking Scorpion green. I do have black though. I've got Abaddon black, and I've got Black Legion as well. So, and then a subtle dry brush of vibrant lime green. See, this is where I need to up my paint game, because I don't have any other greens. So this could be something that I add to the old collection. A green with more black will work. Would a contrast paint with black work? I need to carefully read the comments of this live. Yeah, there's been some absolutely fantastic advice, Matt, to be honest with you. When it comes to Necrons, it's been brilliant. I would highly recommend going back and watching... Okay. More work than it's worth. Okay, cool. I just realised there's a little skull on the base. A thin wash of something dark. The shading will make it stand out once you let the dry, and the dry brush with vibrant lime green. You want vibrant contrast for Necrons because they are so dull of metal. True. Very, very true. Annoyingly, I don't have the paints. I'm just trying to think of what I could use. Just a thin dab of dark colour in those crevices. Yeah, I could put something in like these little lines here, couldn't I? Like a little dab or something. The question is, what? So, that is the question. That is the question. I definitely need to add some more paints to my collection. However, annoyingly, I am going to have to call it a night because it's getting to the time now where I need to get my kids ready for bed. But we can look to finish this model on the next live stream, and we've got these two as well to do. So if we want to do some experiments, we can definitely do so. And this guy here, we can look to finish him off as well, because I do think there is maybe something we can do with the blades, as Bruce suggests. It's a good idea. I do like what you're saying. It makes sense, because I think some of the other videos that I've watched of Necrons, the blades do, well, they look better than that. Let's put it that way. So there's definitely, next live stream, finish off the blades on this bad boy, maybe do some experiments on these ones, or get them looking the same as this one. But yeah, that's gonna wrap things up for tonight. I really do appreciate everyone coming along and spending their time with me on this lovely journey. But as I say, got to get the kids to bed. I'm in work tomorrow, kids are in school, so I've got to get them sorted out. Thanks for everyone's suggestions. Thanks for everyone's help as well. Michael, really do appreciate it, my friend. Thank you very, very much. I'm sure some of the other people have benefited from the advice as well from Michael and others. But I'll keep everyone posted on Discord as to when I'm going to live stream next, if you're on there. If not, you're going to have to just wait and see. But thank you very much for everyone coming along. Have a wonderful rest of your day or evening, and I will catch you in the next one. But for now, take care, stay safe, and I'll see you around.